Hello, hello, hello. All right, you guys, good morning. Well, it's good morning over here in the States. It is bright and early over here, and I'm super excited to be on live with you guys this morning to share some of my top recruiting tips. But before I get started, I'm just going to quickly bring up on my screen here just to see if I need any kind of approval before I go live. As you guys pop in, if you're catching this live or on the replay, I want you guys to drop me fire emojis because that is what September is. It is literally fire. Recruiting is one of my most favorite topics to train on. It's a huge passion of mine. And for those that don't know me, my name is Brittni Schray. I am a crown princess with Senegence over here in the States. I live in Georgia. If you have ever been over here, I live in a very small town, Savannah, Georgia, thus the accent that you hear. I have been a distributor for 5.5 years. During that 5.5 years, I have personally signed up and sponsored well over 500 first line distributors. I have currently almost once we get a couple more with free signups, I have almost 80 active first line distributors at the moment. And that is what I'm here to talk to you about today is how you can use the September free sign up to really share this business and not only change other people's lives, but at the same time, we all know that with sharing the opportunity, that is also helps you get in line for rank advancements in the trips and, different things like that as well, if sharing this opportunity. So I want to start out with the who, the how, and the why we sponsor. So the who is one of my most favorite portions when it comes to recruiting. I often get asked, especially with my team as well, like, but who do I share this opportunity with? And the answer is everyone. But I also like to have a system in place. And my system that I use is I create funnels. So I have a few different funnels that I kind of put people in. I have kind of a connections funnel. These are people that I have recently just met, maybe through a demo or through a party, or maybe during traveling, or, just kind of out and about, people in my beauty group who I haven't connected with. These are just people that I've simply struck up a conversation with. We haven't necessarily offered the opportunity yet. But these are just people that I've connected with. So one easy way that I like to do this, I'm really old school. I have notebooks. And how I would recommend if you do this funnel and you're in a notebook, I would recommend getting 3 notebooks and making sure they're different colors. If you're like me, your connections list is typically going to be one of your bigger list, right? Because everybody goes on this list. Every single person. These are people that you are connecting and building relationships with. That list is going to be pretty long, right? So you're going to start with that connections list, okay? And then as you're having these conversations with people, I like to typically kind of look at them as a person and then just kind of see how I can offer the opportunity in such a way that it's going to bless their life, bless their family. So the reason I like to start with a conversation with them is, here's the thing, you guys, not everyone comes into this business money driven. Most people do, but you also have a whole section of people that might not even need the money, right? And sometimes we might prejudge them and not offer the opportunity because we're like, oh, well, Susie Q doesn't need the money, so there's no reason I should offer her the opportunity. Well, here's the other reason why you have conversations with people and you build the connections list is because you can find out that, oh, Susie Q is new to this area. She doesn't know very many people. She's really looking for some girlfriends, to kind of build relationships with. Well, what do we have in our business? We have a community, right? We have that Senna sisterhood. We have that community of women. Kind of you get instant friends when you join this business, right? So by learning and having a conversation with her, I have realized that the best way for me to share this opportunity is I could go about it in the manner of, hey, I know you're new to this area. You're kind of new to what I do, but listen, I actually get to surround myself with a whole bunch of like-minded, great women. And, I would love for you to be a part of it. This is the opportunity that we have. I'm not even sure if this might be a good fit for you. But we do have such a great group of ladies that I just know you would love. And this is how you can get started. And we can kind of just coerce and go right into that. Good morning, guys. I see you. We can just kind of coast into that conversation. Now, someone who is more money driven, through having a conversation with them, I might find out that, oh, they just had a new baby, or, oh, they just bought a new house and they're needing to furnish it. Or maybe I'm seeing posts about them talking about wishing they could go on vacations or different things like that, right? So they're probably going to be more inclined to learn about our business opportunity when I talk about how we earn money in this business, right? And so building that connection list, it's really important that you guys are getting in conversations with people. Does anyone know who Eric Worre is? He's one of like the top network marketing trainers ever. He's incredible. And one of his trainings, it really stuck out in my mind. He said, in order to have a successful business, you need to be in as many conversations as possible, right? You need to be talking to as many people as possible. And that's also going to be a good way for you guys to kind of also build your customer base as well, right? Through conversations. One thing that I highly discourage my team is to get in Messenger or to be really spammy when it comes to a free sign up month, where it's just like, you ever get those messages that's like, somebody friends you and immediately they're in your DM like, hey, do you want to join my team? It's free to sign up this month, or, whatever. Have you ever gotten those messages? They're really cold. They're very icky. But if someone sends me a friend request and they message me and they're like, hi, I see that we have mutual friends in common. How do you know so-and-so? Or, hey, I see that you're in the same city as mine. Have you been here for long? Having conversations with people will lead you into being able to share the opportunity. So that's your connection list, okay? That's a funnel, right? Okay, so then you're going to go through your connection list, all of these like conversations you're having with people. Maybe you even jot a little note beside their names. And then you're going to funnel them into a potential list, right? These are ones that you're like, oh my gosh, she would be great at this business. She's a makeup artist, hairstylist. She's got a great network. She's got a great personality. She just had a baby. She just bought a house. She needs girlfriends. Like, you have all of these like things, all of these details for each of these people that are on your connection list. So now you're going to funnel them to the potential list. This is when you're going to share the opportunity with them. Now, I want to tell you, building these connections with people takes minutes, you guys. This is not taking weeks and days to build a relationship with someone. You can build it quickly with just having a conversation with them, asking them questions. People love sharing information about themselves, and your job is, you're sitting here having this conversation and thinking, gosh, how could this business help them? How could this business bless them, right? And you're going to funnel them to your potential list, right? These are your people, potential prospect list, like whatever you want to call it. This is where you actually offer the opportunity. This is the moment where you're going to get a yes, maybe, or a no, okay? So this is that list, right? So this is you. As you're looking at your connection list, you're going to take Jane over here and you're going to actually offer her the opportunity, right? So then you're going to move her over here and you're going to kind of write her response, right? Is she a yes, maybe, or a no? And here's the thing. One thing I need you guys to really understand is free sign up aside, just in general, when you share the opportunity, you're gonna get no's. You're gonna get told no more than you get told yes, okay? So this is what I mean by like casting a really wide net when you're sharing the opportunity, because you're gonna get so many no's, and that's okay, right? This business isn't necessarily for everyone, even though anyone can do it, right? It's not for everyone, but anyone can do it. So you're going to get told no often and a lot. It's okay. This does not mean that you're an inadequate leader. This doesn't mean anything. It means that it is simply a no right now. Most of my top girls on my team, my personal team, who I have personally sponsored, they have told me no probably 7 or 8 times, okay? This is why it's important to make sure you're tracking with a physical list who you're offering it to and like what their answer is, what their response is. No's in my world are just like a no right now. That doesn't mean like a hardcore no. So I want you guys to also drop me here in chat. What are your sponsoring goals for this month, right? As we're talking, I want to know, like, with our opportunity being free this month, what is your goal? Do you want to sign up 1 downline, 5 downlines, 20 downlines, 50 downlines? Like how many? What's the number that you want to personally sponsor this month? Okay. That number is going to determine basically how wide of a net that you're going to need to cast. How often are you sharing and talking about the opportunity? Is it a daily thing? If it's not, it should be. Right? Offering the opportunity is almost like sharing the products, right? It's something that someone could need in their business. And so we're giving them the choice and the option as often as possible, right? We're letting them know as much as we can through those conversations, through going live, through making a post and sharing it. But mostly, I will tell you, my recruiting comes from Messenger. It's not making a post that says it's free to sign up. I might get 1 or 2 girls to sign up, but I'm going to get 20 to 50 to sign up if I personally reach out and message them and let them know directly how this business can help them. So in your potential prospect list, when you're actually offering the opportunity, I want you guys to mark the date that you're sharing this opportunity and make a little note. I sometimes used, early in my Synergence business, I used a highlighting system. It was like yellow was like yellow meant I offered it. Pink meant that they were thinking about it, and blue means that it was a yes, and like red was a no. So I had like this whole little like color system. If you're more of a spreadsheet girl, you could totally make your list in Excel or in some sort of spreadsheet. I'm a pen to paper girl, so I need to have that physical something to look at and to touch. But anyways, you're keeping track of their response, right? And this is really important because your no's, the ones who are like, no, it's not for me, that's totally fine. No big deal, right? It's not a big deal. One thing I do like to ask is I will tell them, oh, it's no big deal, not at all. Hey, do you know anyone, though, who might be interested in starting something like this? I'm looking to help X number of women start their businesses this month. And do you know anyone? And they're either going to say, oh yeah, my sister would be great at this, or they're going to say nothing, or they're going to tell you, no, I don't really know anyone, and that's fine. But make sure that you're asking, who do they know? Do they know anyone who might be interested? Because if it's not a good fit for them, it could be a good fit for someone else. Now, the other thing I was going to share with you guys is after you get kind of your yes, no's, maybes, you're also going to funnel those responses into another list. This is why I have 3. So I go from the potential list to my no list. And my no list is about as big as my connection list, okay? Because like I said, you're gonna get told no a lot, but the no list is one I really like to write specific details about, like why was it a no? Was it a no because they didn't have enough time, they didn't think they knew enough people, or it just wasn't a good time in their life right now? Because in about, I don't know, I don't really have an exact time, in about 2 to 3 months, I'll probably circle back around to my no's and just continue building our conversations. And a lot of times, life circumstances can change, and it could be a good fit right now, right? That could be a good time in their life for them to start something like this. So I like to make sure I keep track of these in a funnel. With free signups, the other thing I like to do as well is I make a chicken list. Now, this isn't really in a notebook or anything. I just kind of have it in my connections folder, in my connections notebook, where it's like chicken list. Do you have those ones that you're friends with on Facebook or social media, or maybe you follow them where you're like, oh man, I would love to offer the opportunity to them, but I'm too chicken to do it. Like, maybe you think they're too good, or, I have this one particular one that I've been building a relationship with. She has got a bazillion followers, very intimidating. She's incredible with makeup. And here's little old me saying, hey, listen, you should totally incorporate this. You'd be great at it. But I want you to write a chicken list. Write the women down, write the individuals down who you would love to have join your team, right? Like, who would you love to have join your team? Who do you think would just absolutely crush it as a distributor? Those names go on your chicken list. Your chicken list is the ones that you want to get those connections built with and message and reach out to first. Go ahead and get it done, get it over with, get your chicken list out of the way. It's going to get rid of all of the nerves that you might have, all of the butterflies. It'll get rid of it. So by the time you get through your chicken list, then you can start going down your connection list, right? Then you can start going down and building those conversations, and you're going to be a seasoned pro by it because you have already done the scary, hard thing, which was reach out to your chicken list first, right? Now, one other thing with an opportunity like this, and I do this actually monthly. This isn't just during free signups. I highly recommend you going live on your personal page, not your beauty group. I mean, do your beauty group too, but for this particular thing, go live on your personal page, and I want you to tell your story. Okay, everybody has a story. Why did you sign up in this business? What do you want to grow your business to? What do you want to gain with your business, right? I want you to share that. That is called your why, okay? Here's the thing. Your why, the reason that you are so passionate about this business, about our products, how they make you feel, I want you to really like peel back them layers, like dig a little deeper, because I know some of us join just because we get the discount, right? That's a good reason, right? But how does it make you feel, right? Like, I had a conversation with a gal on my team the other day. She was just here for the personal discount, and she's like, well, now people want to buy it from me. And I'm like, oh, that's so great. So we kind of went from a personal discount to business building. And I asked her, I was like, well, obviously I know you wanted the discount, but how do the products make you feel? And she's like, oh my gosh, I feel like a brand new woman. I can share the products all over. I can, talk about it. It's given me confidence. It's made me feel so good about myself. And I'm like, oh girl, yes, I feel you. I hear you. Like, was there ever a time that you didn't feel that way? And so we kept peeling back layers, right? And she was like, yeah, all throughout school, I was picked on and bullied because of, of my skin or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I feel that one because I was bullied in school too. So I can relate with that. But having these conversations with my teammate, I found that her why was even deeper than she realized. It wasn't just about getting her products at a discount. It was about how it made her feel. And when we like peeled back those layers, it tugged at her, like it tugged at her heart where she had an emotional reaction. It was like this aha moment, like, what? That was my why. And it brought her to tears. And so you always hear in this industry, if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not really your why. And I fully believe in that. Your why should be, it's so strong that when you share it, people are going to feel it, right? And even if you think your why isn't super strong, I bet if you sat down and started peeling back those layers, you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna be like, oh, that's my why. That's what it is, right? And then when you share that, and you're going live on your personal page, again, hear me, personal page, you're gonna reach more people that aren't even in your beauty group yet, right? So you have friends right now that you're friends with on Facebook or followers, and maybe people you've met through demos or events if you do vendor events. You've got all of these people you're friends with, but they're not in your beauty group yet. So if you only talk about the opportunity in your beauty group, you're going to be missing a huge chunk of people. You don't want to be missing those people, right? So when you go live on your personal page, I want you to share your why, and don't just share your why. I also want you to share, in addition to that, like below the description of, this is why I started, or, whatever inspiring description of your video you want to call it. I also want you to include your sign up link, because here's the thing. Including your sign up link when you go live, or you're sharing a post, or you're going in stories, if you share your link, you're gonna reach people who are too nervous to message you directly and sign up. It happens all the time. Making sure that you're giving people the option of how to start, including your sign up link, is really invaluable, because you're gonna also reach the ones who might be like kind of nervous. They're excited, but they're like nervous. They don't really want to message you because they're like kind of maybe afraid, or they have fears. And if you go ahead and share that link on your videos or your posts when you're talking about the opportunity, you're gonna also reach the people who will just click and like sign up. They'll just do it. And then you'll get that email that says, hey, you have a new addition to your downline. And when you reach out, and this happens often, I have these conversations with them, and they're like, yeah, I wasn't quite sure, but I just did it. It was kind of impulsive, but they did it. And you'll be able to also reach more people that way, right? The other thing that I do recommend too, when we have a sign up promo like we have, or even on non-sign up promo months, is making sure that you're sharing your wins in your business. And your win doesn't have to be earning a trip or whatever, or your win could be like, I just went and got me, I don't know if y'all have Starbucks over in the UK. I would assume so. But let's see. I just got me this really amazing cup of coffee. I was able to treat myself. So grateful for my business, right? So thankful that I have the ability to be able to treat myself to something like this. Do you go get manis and petties? Those are called small wins, but what they're also called are relatable wins. How many women do you know who would love to go get their nails and like a mani and a pedi done, but they don't have the money to go do it, right? Or they have to like ask, can I go like splurge and, go get my nails done? I know a lot of women. And so having posting those small wins are relatable wins. For me, it was groceries. It was being able to co-support my family and purchase groceries. So I was constantly taking pictures of my shopping cart that was full of groceries. And I'm like, I'm so thankful for my business. I remember a time when I used to have to put things back on the shelf. And now, look at this. This is such an incredible blessing that I've been able to get because of this business opportunity, right? Sharing the small wins are relatable wins. Big wins are great, but the small wins are honestly what's going to pull the average person. It's going to pull and draw more people to you when you're sharing your relatable wins. Oh, good. Starbucks is your favorite coffee. Mine too. But it's going to help you guys with casting an even more wide net, right? With sharing those small wins. Another thing I like to do is if you've been a distributor for a while, you probably have a customer base, right? You typically have their email addresses. So what I like to also do is I'll send out a weekly email that's just about the opportunity. And I do that consistently, weekly, just send out one email a week. And it's just about the opportunity. It's, hey, by the way, don't miss this. Even if there's no sign up promo, I still do this because guess what? I don't know what your cost is over there with the denomination to sign up, but it's such a small amount in comparison to what it is to like start up an actual like brick and mortar, right? It's such a small fraction of a cost to even get signed up. It's like, why wouldn't I want to share that all the time? I don't only share during free signups. I share all the time, right? This business has meant so much to our family that I share and talk about it all the time. Another little tidbit is as you're packaging up your customer orders, put in there you can make a graphic in Canva, like canva.com. Make a graphic about free signups. And if you want to get like a little extra fancy, make a QR code. You can Google free QR generator. You can make a QR code that has the free or has your sign up link. As a matter of fact, I can share with you guys. Let me grab a card that I have. I insert this into my orders. Now, this is kind of what I mean. Like as you're packaging orders, this right here has a kind of like a nugget about what comes in the new distributor kit and about our discount. And then it has a QR code that's going to take them directly to my website that has the sign up link. So you guys can make something like this in Canva. That's where I got this one. You can print it on paper or like postcards. You can actually just slide those into your printer and they'll print right out. But these are great to put in your orders, letting all of your people know that, hey, there's an opportunity attached to this, making sure that you're giving everyone the choice when they make that purchase. We call it the Synergent's choice, right? Giving them the option of paying retail or, hey, is this something you might be interested in sharing with your friends and family and earning 20 to 50% profit? Is this something you might like to do as well? If not, no biggie. I love you as a customer, so I kind of give them that way they can tell me no. Or I'll do the, oh, by the way, Sally, I'm packaging your order and I just meant to ask you, we actually have a promo this month. It's free to sign up. Have you ever considered doing what I do on the side to earn extra income? If not, no big deal. I just wanted to make sure I let you know it's free to get started this month if that's something you'd like some more information on. So I'm sending these. The "oh, by the way" is my favorite line. Like, write that down. Oh, by the way. You can literally have a conversation with someone and you're building that relationship, you're building that connection, and you go, oh, by the way, while we're chatting, I don't know if you're in my VIP group or not, or if you noticed, if you're even interested in doing what I do on this side, it's actually free to get started this month. As a matter of fact, I think you would be kind of fantastic at it because of X, Y, and Z. Are they great with makeup? Do they have a good following? Did they just have a baby and diapers are so expensive? Like, you make that connection and then you go straight into sharing the opportunity, and then you write their name in the second list with their answer. And this is called like collecting no's. If I gave you guys a challenge this month, we are only 8 days in this month. If I gave you a challenge right now, would you be in? If I told you to go this month in September and go for getting 100 no's, 100, can you get 100 no's? That is my challenge I'm going to give you guys. And if you actually get your 100 no's, please message me. Like, I want to know so I can be cheering you on, like, oh my gosh, yes, you went for it, right? And the reason we share this opportunity, guys, is we don't want to miss the people, right? We don't want to miss the ones who need this business for whatever reason, right? Maybe we don't want to grow a team. Maybe we're nervous about growing a team. Like, oh my gosh, I just signed up 2 weeks ago. How can I lead a team? Here's the thing, our company has all of the structure. You have this amazing group as well with all of the trainings, all of the things that you can tie a new distributor into. And so having that fear of offering the opportunity and actually growing a team can be scary, right? Especially if you're a newer person. My aunt signed up the day after, literally the day after I did. She joined my team. And I had this call with her, and her name's Jennifer. And I'm like, Jennifer, I just saw that you signed up. Girl, I'm brand new. I don't know what I'm doing. And you know what she said? She goes, we'll figure it out together. And let me tell you, best thing I ever had in my business was having a downline join me the day after I signed up, because it made learning this business pleasurable. It made it exciting, right? I felt like I wasn't alone. I had a little running buddy. We were learning at the same speed. We were kind of at the same level, and we were just running together. And we were doing lives in each other's groups, and it was all incredible. And so if you're a newer distributor, I encourage you, just go for it right now, because having someone come on with you makes this business so exciting, where you can learn and grow with someone else together, right? So don't let that fear of leading hold you back. One of the best things that I get to experience right now is watching girls, women who have came into girls. I'm almost 40 years old, calling everybody girls. But watching these women come into this business, build something for them, reaching and hitting their goals. And I sit back and I think, holy cow, if I didn't never sign up as a distributor, let alone share the opportunity, let's just get real for a second. If I never signed up as a distributor, they would probably not be here. They would probably not be accomplishing those things that they're accomplishing. They may not even know what this product line is, right? And it's all because my upline offered the opportunity to me. She gave me the choice. And I told her no 5 times, you guys. In the span of 2 months, she circled back around to me about 5 times, and I told her no. And eventually I said, you know what? Yes, let's try this, okay? Let's just try and see what happens, right? And it all started with the question, have you ever thought about doing what I do? And so I want you guys to really think long and hard about that, because what you do in your business and who you share this opportunity with, you can be having a greater impact on someone's life that you don't even realize yet. I didn't realize until, 3 years in that, wow, I have been able to share this opportunity with someone that never even knew this opportunity existed, and they've been able to mold and grow a business into something incredible. And so when you get to witness that, it gives you all the feels. It chokes me up all the time thinking, gosh, if I didn't offer it to her, or if I took that first time she told me no and I didn't re-ask her, she wouldn't be here. I would probably not even know her. And I encourage you guys to kind of push those fears aside, and just know that you're going to get told no. I'm already warning you. It has nothing to do with you. It's just sometimes this business is just not a good fit, or it's just not the right time for someone. That's okay. I'm telling you, push that fear aside. Push the fear aside of leading, because you guys have the systems, you have this group, this support, you have everything right here. You have a back office that is full of knowledge and information for new distributors. That is what you plug your new distributors into. So there's no need to reinvent any wheels here. You're just casting and sharing such a wide net, so that you are able to reach as many people as possible. So if you are all in for going for 100 no's this month, let me know. Drop me a thing that says, a comment that says, I'm in. I'm going for 100 no's, right? How many no's can you collect? And let me tell you, when you get to watch your team grow and flourish, it's one of the best feelings in the world. Now, before I end this video, are there any questions? Is there anything that you have question-wise when it comes to sponsoring or recruiting? We've talked about the by the ways. We talked about creating our funnels and our list. We've talked about how to offer, right? We're not just spamming people. We are actually telling them this would benefit you because of X, Y, and Z. Have you ever thought about it? We're doing the who do you knows. We're going live on our personal page, right? We're going to be loud about the opportunity, sharing it in stories in our beauty group. We are going to make sure that we send an email out. If you have customers, let them know. Being loud about the opportunity, sharing your sign up link on all of your opportunity videos, your post. If you have Senna sisters that you're friends with, like Sidelines, swap stories. You go live in their group, they'll go live in your group, and you share each other's, in their group, you'll tell them to go sign up with so-and-so. When she goes live in your group, she'll tell them to go sign up with you, right? But you're swapping stories. So if your story, if they don't feel or can relate to your story, guess what? Maybe they relate to your Sideline Senna Sister story, right? I love swapping stories all the time. I do it all the time with some of my good running buddies. We swap our stories. But on that note, you guys, go for 100 no's. Let me know if you do it. I would love to keep in touch with you guys. So if you go through and you get your 100 no's, send me a private message. Send me a personal message saying, I did it, Brittni, I did it. I'm cheering you guys on, and go get loud and proud about the opportunity we have, you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all.